Welcome everyone. Today is this department introduction to the UG program highlights. So basically, our UG program, we have three majors, including aerospace, engineering, mechanical engineering, and the last one is the nuclear and risk engineering. So three of our professors in the department were giving a talk for the respective these majors. So the first one about mechanical engineering will be introduced by Professor Kelly Zhang. And the second one, nuclear and risk engineering, will be introduced by Alice Wu. The last one, aerospace engineering, which is our new majors, will be introduced by Professor Yung. Okay. So Professor Zhang, if you okay, you can start. So I just stop sharing my screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, let me share my screen. It's okay, you can see my PPT file. Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome to today's information day. I'm the program leader of our program Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering. So our Mechanical Engineering program, in fact, offers a comprehensive and dynamic curriculum which prepares students with the capability to support technology advancements and the sustainable development of the industries. So our mechanical engineering program will cover mainly four areas. One is materials engineering and mechanics, and second is the product design and automation. And the third one is thermal fluid systems, including heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system is related. And the last one is the micro and nano engineering. So I will briefly introduce them one by one. The first one is the product design. So as we know, the product design is very important for our, for the engineering and for our society. So for example, to design like the Boeing 787, so the one important part for this, airplane is the engine. So it's a very complicated, engine. So it's how to design a proper engine with a high reliability, because the engine needs to be operated at a high temperature and a high speed for a long time. So how to design this kind of engine with a very high reliability is very important for the safety of the airplane. So for the design, our mechanical engineers will play one of the important roles in designing the engine. So another example for a car like a Benz. Similarly, the engine is a key, one of the keys for the car. How to design again a reliable engine for this car is very important. So in our program, the students will learn several core courses related to product design. Next is the engineering materials. In fact, materials are very important for our products. Let's take the watch, for example. As we know, you see the watch in Switzerland. Swiss watch is very famous in the world, right? I remember, more than 20 years ago, I bought a watch in Zurich, in the capital of Switzerland. Now it still works very well for 20 years. So what's the reason? Of course, the design is very important. Another reason is the materials. So the materials that make the watch will have very high quality, very high reliability. So how to fabricate, synthesize, and select proper materials for making the watch is very important. In fact, there are many examples, like the microwire for wire bonding for microelectronics, like Apple Watch. For biomedical applications, like the contact lens, because we need to install this one into the eyes. That's why it needs to be biocompatible. So engineering materials are very important again for our society. And in our program, we have several courses related to engineering materials. The students will learn a lot of useful knowledge in engineering materials. Next is robot and automation. You see now, so we have especially in modern industry, in the factory, there are few workers, human beings. There are more and more robots because robots can work for 24 hours without eating, and we no need to pay for their salary. So the robot can greatly increase the efficiency of the manufacturing in different areas. And in fact, our mechanical engineering program students, they are very active in participating in different contests, like RobotCon in Hong Kong, and they received a lot of awards. Again, in our program, we have several courses related to robot and automation and control. Last one is the micro nano technology. In fact, the micro nano technology is one of the trends in engineering, not only in mechanical engineering, but also in other areas. So micro nano devices, including like digital compasses, the pressure sensors, human sensors, many kind of micro nano devices are being made and being used in our everyday life. Let's take the cell phone, for example. You see, we are using cell phone every day. In fact, inside the cell phone, many components are made by micro and nano technology. For example, the pressure sensor or touch sensor. So if we want to type something, some words using the screen, in fact, we are using the so-called touch sensor inside below the screen. In fact, the touch sensor, the pressure sensor is fabricated by the micro nano technology. So it's one of the typical commercial applications for micro and nano technology. Again, in our program, in fact, I will teach one core course. It's called the MEMS, or micro nano technology, micro technology. There are also some other courses, core courses, and latest courses. You can learn, the latest knowledge related to micro nano technology. The last slide, in fact, for our program, ME program, there are a lot of career opportunities. The graduates in our program are able to work in different sectors and in different industries, such as transportation, like MTR, security and automation systems, manufacturing, building, and construction. In fact, some of our graduates, in fact, they found jobs in building and construction because we are learning some of like this one, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. After finishing learning this program, you will get a lot of knowledge related to this one. So some of them can find jobs in building and construction. And also hospital and power company, like CRP. And in fact, some of our graduates, they are working in CRP company. So later, another program leader will introduce more about the CRP, about the power. So here, this is a list. There are many different job opportunities for the graduates from our program. I think that's the end, 8 minutes. I finished my talk. So thank you, everyone. So any question? So if there is no questions, we invite our program leader, Dr. Alice Hu, for nuclear and risk engineering to give an introduction.
My screen.
Alice.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So today I will introduce the information of nuclear and risk engineering. So our program will have 3 different focus areas. So one is nuclear engineering, and one is medical physics, and the third stream is risk engineering. So for the details of our curriculum, you can find program course structures on our website here. Okay. And for our medical physics streams, actually we have developed a new master program which will launch by 2023. So we will start to admit students for medical physics master program. So student, if you join our nuclear engineering bachelor program, then you will have chance to enter this medical physics program and work as a medical physicist in Hong Kong. And here is our course structure. So from the course list here, you can see actually the year 1 and year 2 courses are almost the same as ME program. And from year 3, we will have a nuclear specific course from year 3 and year 4. And our program is accredited by Hong Kong IE Energy section. So our students can have this energy accreditation from Hong Kong IE after graduated. Also, our program has mentorship program with Hong Kong IE, so student can have the opportunity to have one-to-one mentor with Hong Kong IE mentors. So there is a nuclear division in Hong Kong IE, and we can have this mentorship by the nuclear engineers locally already work in Hong Kong, and they are very professional and senior. For example, like CLP and other, like CLP and MTR and other companies, they all have nuclear engineers work in Hong Kong. So we will have this kind of one-year program for our students to mentor the career development further after graduating. And we also have a summer school program together with National Tsinghua University in Taiwan and Tsinghua University in Beijing. And CGN is the largest nuclear power company in China, so China General Nuclear Power Group, and together with CLP, which is the Hong Kong electricity company, but they also jointly operate the nuclear power plants in Daya Bay. So we will have this 1 month summer school together with this other institute, and we will provide a 3 credit for our student who join this summer program. So students who join this program, they will stay in Beijing, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, and Hsinchu, Taiwan during the 1 month and learn different knowledge from different institutions. These are listed, this teaching reactor in Hsinchu, Taiwan, so student has a hands-on experience on how to operate reactor, nuclear reactor. And also we have a low carbon energy education center, which is donated by CLP in CityU. And we constantly hire our own NRE student to be a student helper there to guide the tours to introduce the content inside this center. So this is also an opportunity to learn more. Also about the interns, we usually has 2 to 4 quotas every year from CLP and CGN to work on site at their nuclear power station. And we also have internship opportunity from hospital for the medical physics stream. And the details will be hosted by Dr. Condon Lau from physics department, because our program is jointly operated by different departments. We also have opportunities from financial sectors and MTR. So for all the details, you can contact our general office. Here I list a few more slides on the possible companies our students can find a job, either in Hong Kong or overseas, not limited to traditional nuclear field, but also other possible companies here. Okay, so this is the fusion project in France, and also a very promising career opportunity for our students if anyone is interested. So by joining our program is small. So you can have the opportunity to talk to our faculty one-on-one. So we strongly encourage you to spend one summer to join the summer school program and spend another summer to join the internship program we have developed with different companies. So welcome to join us and talk to our faculties. Okay. Yeah, so for any question, you can send me the email. Yeah. Questions? If no more questions, I will pass to the Aerospace Engineering Program's introduction.
Yeah, thank you, Alice. Okay. Alice, yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Professor Yam. I'm the current program leader in aerospace engineering. So today I will spend a few minutes to talk briefly to tell you what aerospace engineering is about. And after this sharing, I have another 30 minutes to talk with you about, what are we particularly focused on for aerospace. So in general, we have 2 sessions for aerospace for today's program. Now, so let me just blow up the screen. Okay, so now this is before we get into the aerospace, let me give you an overview of our department, the undergraduate programs. Okay, so now in general, as mentioned by Stephen, our program, current undergraduate program consists of 3 majors. One is the aerospace engineering, it's a very new program which is launched this year. We have a mechanical engineering and the nuclear and risk engineering programs. Both programs are accredited by Hong Kong IE, and aerospace engineering is also going to be accredited by Hong Kong as well. Now, in general, that's the entrance requirement for our programs. We have the 3 programs will be offered through the same common construction limited companies. That's the which means that your daughters and sons, once graduated, actually can be hired for this construction work, for the for the design work, for the analysis work, for this construction industries, and also our graduate students can be also hired by MNE corporations and also back home government and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, if you look at the data, okay, so the data's overall data of our graduate students. Okay, so in general, 5.1% of graduates will go to the business industries, like real estate industries. 10.3% will go to construction industries. The majority of graduates then will be hired into the engineering, including architectures and mechanical engineering services industries. About 2.6% will be hired into the hospitality and tourism services industries. 5% about trading. 8% in the manufacturing industries, and 3% in the transportation, storage, and communication industries. Okay, so that's the general. This is the breakdown of the data for this job market. Okay, for our graduate students, the average monthly salary of a graduate, according to last year data, is very close to 20,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. Okay, so that's the now during the study. At CityU, in general, okay, so students get different opportunities to attend different contests, like Robocon contests. They also have opportunities to study abroad, and also they can also get an internship in local industries or local companies as well. So let me talk about aerospace engineering. So aerospace engineering, as I said, it's a brand new program just launched this year. Now, this aerospace engineering consists of several components. Okay, so let me just quickly go through this, just give you a rough ideas what what these students will learn. Hello? Can learn if they joined the aerospace engineering program. So the aerospace engineering program, the students will first study the fundamentals, just like a fluid mechanics, flight control, and propulsion, thermodynamics, okay, structural solid mechanics. Okay, these are fundamentals. Okay, in the meantime, they also study how to design the aircrafts. Okay, we'll get to the details, the design of new aircrafts, or new spacecraft later on. Okay, so this program now. And this is a core subject for this aerospace engineering programs. Okay, so we just listed the new subjects for this new program. We designed more than 23 new subjects for the new program, and this program actually has 2 streams. So what I mean by this, okay, so you generally speaking, okay, when you join a new program, like a mechanical engineering program, there's only 1 stream. But if you join the aerospace engineering programs, in the second year, you have you can choose one of the 2 streams to focus on. Now, one stream is also called the aerospace material stream. For this stream, we focus on how can you design the aerospace vehicles, how you manufacture the vehicles, how can you focus on aerospace materials. Okay, so that's this is 5 specific subjects we designed for this aerospace material streams. Okay, now the other stream is called the aerospace system streams. So if the students just pick these aerospace system streams, to be focused on how you study how to analyze the different streams, including control systems, avionics, power systems, signals, sensors, communication systems. Okay, and this is to study and how to design the systems. After study these core subjects, students will continue to pick some elective subjects to study, including the electro aircrafts, unmanned aerial vehicles, advanced structural materials, as well as the artificial intelligence and data science. Okay, so we design all these elective subjects for students as well. Now, that's the details. So we actually designed this is a study path we designed for our aerospace engineering students. Okay, the first year, just like the mechanical engineering students and also nuclear engineering students, the students will study the basic subjects, including mechanics, computer programming, mathematics. Okay, and the other subject like this engineering societies, Chinese civilization, so on and so forth. This is for the first year study. In the second year, the students gonna change gears and focus on the aerospace related subjects. Okay, in the second year, it studies aerospace materials, aerospace statics and dynamics, okay, thermodynamics, and so on and so forth. As I said, starting from the third year, okay, so we're gonna have 2 streams. Okay? So students can choose to study the aerospace material stream, or they can choose to study the aerospace system streams. Now, I'll emphasize one particular subject for you. This is also called the NDT technology for aircraft structural materials. And the reason for me to emphasize the subject because it's recommended by one of the, this is in CityU, we have industrial partners. Okay, so now in Hong Kong, we know Hong Kong is an aviation hub, right? So there's quite a lot of manpower needs to do the maintenance for aircrafts. So one of the key components in this services is to make sure that so this structures, integrity of structures is good. Okay, so you don't have any unexpected damage within these aerospace structures. Now in this case, we design as required by our industrial partners. Okay, we designed the course for our undergraduate students. It's called non-destructive testing technologies for aircraft structures and materials. After studying this course, the students should be equipped with knowledge. How can detect the defects? How can do the risk and the safety analysis of aircrafts? Okay, so now we'll also partner with the aerospace industries in Hong Kong, so to offer internship to students once they complete this course is offered by CityU. This is the third year. And in the fourth year, we're going to first study, like aero elasticity and the modeling simulation. Modeling simulation is a course that can teach students how can you do the simulation of a flight. Okay, so can you do the modeling of the different flights? Okay, so that's a very interesting subjects. Okay, and in the meantime, I should emphasize that when we design this program, actually we'll work with the professors in UK. This is Sheffield University. Okay, so we're gonna work. We have to work with the people in UK, the Sheffield University, and also we will team up with the professor in Brussels University. Brussels University is one of the best university in aerospace in UK. So so we have the connections with them, and they also give this is they also went through the programs, and so in general we can say that we build the program together with our colleagues in UK. Okay, so and I said this is some now, as you can see here, this is an aircraft system design courses, aerospace. This is aerospace vehicle design courses. So we focus on both fundamentals and the design courses, and that's the how we. This is a very brief introduction to the aerospace engineering. So I will try to stop right here. As I said, I have another 30 minutes to focus on the details of aerospace, the job market, and what's the motivation for us to launch new program, right, from CityU perspective. Okay, so what's the future, the new job opportunities we can bring to our students, to the kids after they finish studying aerospace. So I was pause right here now, and I will continue to talk about details of aerospace. I think it's the next section. Okay, if you have any questions, you can raise a question. I'll be happy to answer the questions. Okay, hello. Any questions from the parents? Okay, so if no questions, okay, so I will be happy to move to the very detailed, introduction to the aerospace engineering program. Okay, Stephen.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is a session. If no questions, maybe we can move to the next session, right?
Yeah, but I think he starts from 3 p.m., right?
Yeah, 3 actually.
Yeah. So perhaps we can stop now, and then if you guys are interested in aerospace engineering, please just access our Zoom link. We will start the talk at 3 p.m. today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So so parents, okay, so we'll talk about aerospace particularly. Okay, so we'll talk about the details of the program design and also opportunities that we can bring to the students at the next session for aerospace only. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.